Most people only use PATHITEM function for parent-child hierarchies. Today I'm going to show you a completely different use case using PATHITEM to split a range like this into two numbers and calculate whether a salesperson hit their goal or not. Let's get into Power BI Desktop. Here is our dataset. We've got salesperson, region, product, quantity, and this column here, target versus actual. It stores a target range and an actual range together in one text field separated by a hyphen. For example, this value. The problem is this is just text. We cannot compare it, we cannot subtract it, and we definitely cannot tell if someone hit their goal just by looking at it, right? So let's just fix that with a few changes and we'll create a new calculated column. Here I am in table view and I'll go to table tools, click on new column and name it as goal status over or under. The idea is simple. Pull out this target number, pull out the actual number and subtract one from the other. If the result is positive, that means the salesperson has hit the goal. If it's negative, they fell short. As simple as that. Now, in this kind of scenario where the field is a text field, the obvious first move is to use the DAX function left and right. Left function to grab everything before the hyphen, right function to grab everything after it. And that works until your ranges have different digit lengths. In our case, the data field has these values, so it is fine. The length is uniform, it is 5 and 5. But in real world, this column might have varying length values, right? Like 4 and 4 or 3 and 3, 5 and 7, etc. So how to know exactly how many characters to count? And that number changes row by row, right? So it's pretty difficult. So you'd need to calculate the position of the hyphen every single time with something like search or find. So we could achieve the result by using all these functions in a combination, but our DAX code gets messy pretty fast, right? So there is alternative things. So I was just thinking about, right? Instead, I borrowed a function that has nothing to do with the text splitting on paper, right? Like left or right or other functions. So what I thought is I have looked at another DAX function, which is PATHITEM. PATHITEM is built for parent-child hierarchies, where a path looks like this, as shown, or like this: senior manager, pipe, manager, pipe, assistant manager. And you pull out one level at a time. That is where you use PATHITEM. But if you think about it, in our case, this range, whatever we have, these column values, a hyphen-separated range, right? And a hierarchy path are structurally the same thing. In other words, if you think about it, this hyphen-separated range and a hierarchy path, as mentioned here, are structurally the same. Just the delimited items which are in a string format. So what I thought is I can use a new trick. So what I have done is I went ahead and I've used substitute function. So PATHITEM function expects a pipe operator. So what I've done is I've used substitute function and to replace every hyphen in this particular column with a pipe character. So as I said, PATHITEM reads pipe delimited paths, not hyphen limited delimited ones. So by using substitute, I replaced everything wherever hyphen is there by wherever hyphen is there, I've replaced that with a pipe operator. Then I've used the PATHITEM function, and PATHITEM function has these two parameters. So I can tell, hey, give me item number 1 as shown here. That's the target. I wrap the whole thing in value. I could have used the integer here as a second parameter for the PATHITEM, but I just wanted to keep it clean so that we understand the logic. So PATHITEM always returns the text, and I needed a number to do the math on. So that's the reason why I'm wrapping everything around the value function. So we have this stored in a variable called target. So I can repeat the same. I can extract the actual value, right? So what I've done is I've used the same code as you can see here. Instead of item number 1, I wanted item number 2, which is nothing but the actual value. So I have these two variables, target and actual. And finally, I wanted to return target minus actual. So that's it. No search, no find, no counting characters. PATHITEM handles the splitting for us, regardless of how many digits are on either side of the hyphen. So in these kind of scenarios, you could use a PATHITEM function. So here is a result column. So as you can see, there are positive numbers and negative numbers. Positive numbers means the salesperson has reached the target. And for example, this value will show that the salesperson has reached the target. Negative numbers mean they fell short. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.